Hello and welcome to PGA Tour 2K25. My name is John McCarthy, and I'm going to try to get you going as fast as I can so that you can enjoy yourself out there on the golf course. This first set of lessons is just going to talk about the basics of our new Evo swing system. All right, to pass this lesson, you got to get the ball and the target marker out there in the range. To start your backswing, pull back on the swing stick and aim for that sweet spot at the bottom of the swing path target window. Then, when the circular power meter reaches the white circle, or 100% power, push the swing stick forward to complete your swing. Great stuff. That's what I'm looking for. All right, now repeat that same backswing, but this time really try to push the swing stick forward smoothly and hit that white sweet spot on the contact target window at the top of your swing meter. So to reiterate, swing path target window is at the bottom of your swing meter, contact target window at the top of your swing meter. If you want your shot to be the best possible, you got to hit both those target windows in your swing meter. Almost there. I know you can do it. Let's give it another try. Didn't quite get it there. Let's try this one again. And look at you, following directions like an absolute pro. Now we're going to talk about side hill lies. When your ball is above your feet as a right-handed golfer like it is here, you're going to need to aim a little bit to the right to compensate, as this type of lie will naturally cause your ball to launch to the left of where you're aiming. The opposite is also true. When the ball's below your feet, it's going to go naturally to the right. To complete this lesson, aim a little bit to the right of your target and try to hit that target area up there on the green. And notice how the ball launches from this type of lie. Nicely done. That's going to work. All right, now in this lesson, we want to hit a draw to curl your shot into the target zone. Press and hold the shot shaping button to access shot shaping mode. Move the aim stick to the right, and this is going to turn your shot shape into the draw shape. When you do any shot shaping, you're going to see a change on your swing meter. Those sweet spots we talked about earlier, they're going to change position to show you how to use the swing stick for this new shot shape. All right, that'll do for this lesson. And just like that, for this next lesson, we're going to learn how to dial in your approach shots to help you get as close as you can to that pin before you start putting. In this situation, we have to deal with a headwind. The wind is blowing right at our face. That means we need to compensate by choosing a club that will allow us to cover more distance. Now, use the club selection button to choose a new club that will give you more distance. Try to penetrate that wind and get that ball within the target area. And just one extra tip for your information, the higher you hit the ball, the more the wind will affect it. So keep that in mind when you're out on the course. Well done. That is how we do it. Now, in this situation, the wind is blowing from left to right. We have a crosswind to deal with. This means we have to aim a little bit to the left to compensate. Once you've aimed your shot, you can use the wind to carry the approach shot back towards the pin and stick it close. See if you can get it into that target zone. All right, let's try again. That's all right. We're going to try this again anyways. All right, we're getting there. We're getting there. We'll try this again, though. Great work there. That was well done. Now we have to deal with the rough. This is where you do not want to be, but let's face it, we all end up here, so it's best to know how to deal with it. The deeper your ball sits in the rough, the less distance you're going to be able to get on the shots. Now let's choose a club that will compensate for that loss of distance here and knock this close into that target area. Great work. Sometimes you're going to end up with a shot that is impacted by the trees. Luckily, we can use shot shaping to get around a lot of these situations. Let's use a fade to get around this tree. So aim to the left of the tree, hold down that true shot button, move your aim stick to the left to dial in a fade, and hit that ball around the tree. and into that target area up there on the green. Unfortunately, that's not going to work, so we're going to try again. Good stuff. Well done on this lesson. Now you've got to... The short game is the most important part of your game to practice. So this lesson's going to get you familiar with how to play shots on and around the green. Being able to chip well around the green can be a real scorecard saver. It's very important to choose a good landing spot for your chip so that you give it enough distance to roll into your intended target. Now let's see if we can dial in the right distance and get this chip into that target area. That's how we do it. The bump and run shot is meant to get that ball on the green and rolling as soon as possible. Really, you just want to bump this ball over the rough here and let the contours of the green do the rest. Now see if you can get this chip close. And that will do it. To get this up and out of this greenside bunker, we will be using the splash shot. As with chipping, you need to pick the right spot on this green to land the ball so that you have enough room to roll out and get it close to the pin. Now dial this one in and see if you can get it in that target area on the green. All right, you seem to know what you're doing here. Sometimes you want to get that ball high up in the air and land it softly without a lot of roll, and that is when you need the flop shot. This is great for avoiding any trouble that might be in front of you leading up to the hole, but it can be tricky to execute with precision. Now try to dial in a good landing spot and see if you can flop this close, get it in that target zone. Well done. That is what we want to see. Putting in PGA Tour 2K25 has more depth than ever before, so this set of lessons will get you primed up to use that putter on and around the greens. When you have a downhill putt, you don't need to hit it as hard as you normally would, so it's important to dial in the right amount of power on this putt. Now, take the slope and the break into account. Let's see if you can sink this next putt. Good job on that one. For uphill putts, you need to aim past the hole to give the putt enough juice to get there. Putts also tend to break a little bit less when you're hitting uphill. Now, take the break and the slope into account and try to sink this uphill putt. Great work. That's what we want to see. Sometimes when you're on the green, you're so far away, you just want to set yourself up for a nice, safe two-putt. We call these lag putts when you're just trying to get it up there close. Now, pretend the hole's like 4 or 5 feet wide and just try to get it inside of that area. There we go. Looks like you know what you're doing here. Sometimes maybe you don't want to take a chance landing the ball on a tricky green, or maybe you just want to be part of the cool kids club and take the putter out when you're on the fairway. Doesn't matter. Both reasons are equally valid. Now, see if you can use the contours of the course to get this long putt close to the hole. All right, let's reload. Try this again. Fantastic work on this lesson. And that will do it for the